Emerald City Comic-Con is underway with events happening today and everything wrapping up tomorrow at the Seattle Convention Center. This morning, one of the speakers is with us. Author and filmmaker Adam Nimoy is here. Thanks so much for being here, Adam. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you haven't been back to Seattle in a little while, so we're glad that you're here this weekend. You're in town to talk about your memoir that's right here. It touches on the renewal of your relationship with your father, Leonard Nimoy. Why was it so important for you to write this and then share it with everyone?
Well, I've been in recovery for over 20 years, and I share my story of the difficulties I had with my dad and the success in reconciling with him, which was due to 12-step recovery. I've been sharing it at meetings for years. It seems anonymously, they don't know who I am or who I'm related to. And the story has resonated with people because there's a lot of people who have some dysfunction in the family and they're trying to figure out ways to reconcile and repair.
What can people expect if they head out to your session today that's at 3 o'clock at Comic-Con? What can they expect if they head out there today?
Well, I'm going to be talking on the panel a lot about, my relationship with my dad, my experience with Star Trek. I mean, I am the first Trekkie. The proof of
you are official, yeah.
Right here.
Right there on the photo on your screen right now, everybody.
That's
a great photo.
Thank you. That photo was taken in July of '66, about 6 weeks before the series aired.
Wow.
The cosplay began with that event. And so my experience with Star Trek and being the son of Leonard Nimoy, the incredible, wonderful times I had with my dad, but also some of the difficulties that we had together.
Which is real. I mean, for anyone to say their childhood was perfect or their family is perfect is far from the reality. So I think it's great that someone like you, who has a father that so many people know and got to know in a different way, can learn that and feel that from you too. If people could hear one thing from you, like a special moment about directing with your father, or even a special memorable moment for you about working on Star Trek yourself, what would those memories or moments be?
Well, I transitioned from practicing law into directing TV, and my father was instrumental in helping me make that happen. And one of the things that my dad taught me, and I think was really important, and is the success of his character with Spock, is that you have to have some personal connection to the story you're telling or the character you're playing. Right. I think that's why Spock is so successful. Spock is the ultimate outsider, and my dad was the ultimate outsider. He was the son of actually Ukrainian immigrants living in the West End of Boston, an immigrant neighborhood. So he was always trying to get out of that and integrate himself with American society. Spock was the only alien on the bridge of the Enterprise trying to integrate with his human counterparts. So right. It's really important that when you, in art or storytelling, that you find some personal connection.
And there was a documentary that you were working on together, right?
Yeah, actually, we started working on the documentary in 2004, I should say, or 2014, and because he died the next year, and we were developing this idea of kind of like exploring the origins of Spock and the evolution of the character. This is all in anticipation of the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, the original series. And then my dad passed away suddenly, so we continued on with the project to also celebrate the life of Leonard Nimoy.
Well, I'm glad that you did do that. Adam will discuss his memoir today at 3 p.m. and be interviewed by John Jackson Miller, a well-known author of Star Trek novels. For more information about Comic-Con, you can text COMIC to 206-448-4545. Adam, thanks so much for being here, and I would be remiss if I didn't say we should live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
My hands are a little sore this morning. All right, everyone, we'll be right back.